Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Just thought I would pop on here and just say hi. Good morning. I'm going to have some coffee, and I have a lot of errands to run today. My mother-in-law is coming back. She took a trip a couple weeks ago to Michigan, and now she's coming back through, so she'll be staying the night tonight. So I have a lot to get done today, but I've got a couple more packages I need to pack up. Good morning, beautiful Bridget. So I've got a couple of orders that I meant to get packed yesterday and ship out, and I was so excited to go hiking, I didn't do it. So I've got a couple orders. I'm going to package those up, get those shipped out, run to a hair appointment. That's right. I know. I just got my hair cut, and you're like, is she cutting more? Because she's not going to have any left. No, I'm not getting my hair cut anymore. She actually cut it shorter than I wanted. I said I just wanted it a little more shagged and shaped because it was all one length and it was just really heavy. So, but now I'm getting some highlights and things put in. So, hi, Kirsten. Hey, everyone. Good morning. Coffee. My body is so tired in a good way. I pushed myself on that hike. That was the fourth time I've done the hike. One time I just went a specific way where there's this, after you've hiked 4 miles, there's this big open pasture and tall pine trees. And so one day I just hiked the 4 miles, which is still a total of 8 miles. So I know that's a lot. But I just picnicked by a tree, I read a book, and I took photos of products. I love to take my crystals and gemstones with me in the woods. I just do. Good morning, Santi. We're doing really good. When are you going to come hiking, right? Me hiking by myself. John hikes with me a little bit when we've went camping, but this was my first solo hike of the year. We've had so much snow on the mountains, and now we're in drought and fire risks, and it's just crazy. Weather is insane everywhere I see it. You know, it's 100 degrees up in Oregon and Washington, so kind of insane. But now my brain is squirreling. But anyway, so that was the fourth time I've hiked that trail. Each time I get a little further. It's one of those trails that splits off and makes 2 more trails, which you can go 23 miles or more. I can't do that right now, no. My blister disappeared. It just dissolved. It didn't pop. It just kind of absorbed back. And I put my tennis shoes on this morning, and it's a little tender, but I'm not doing leg day today. I did that yesterday, so I will work on my upper body, even though I did chest and triceps the other day, and I'm really sore from that one. And that's because I fall off the wagon. I quit working out. I try to maintain my food, my nutrition, and eat right, but I've not done so good on that either, and that's okay. I'm human. It happens. But even though I say I haven't done as good, some of my stuff really isn't that bad. It's just that when you're 50 and you eat too many carbs, it's okay to enjoy things once in a while, but my once in a while became almost every weekend. So that's a big no-no. I know, dang America. America, people in Canada, I can't go to Canada. And, I just now put a jacket on because I'm in my basement. And, ew, what's in my pocket? One of these yucky things. It's a diaper for your face. Throw that away. Anyway, crazy world. I had the COVID. I survived. Was it fun? No, getting the flu isn't fun. But you got to know your body. And if you are, a more weakened immune, then do what it takes to be the best for you. But I still believe in a lot of herbal supplements, good remedies. I think a few weeks ago when I had a severe headache migraine for 4 to 5 days, I also ended up with stuffy nose, yada, yada. It could have been allergies, but I really think because it had been 7 or 8 months since I had it, so I think I got it again, and it lasted a few days. The headache was 4 or 5 days, but the stuffy nose, all that was gone. So now I have double immunity if it was, but who knows? And in fact, John also had a headache for 2 days, and he had a 99 temp. He's been vaccinated, so just because you get vaccinated doesn't mean you're not going to get it. Sounds good. I am not vaccinated. I've had it twice now, I think. I know I did because I ran a fever for 4 or 5 days while I had a headache. Odd. I don't do that during allergies, so I'm just not doing the jab right now. I have heart conditions. I have inflammation problems, and my intuition just says not to. My natural body is like, you got it. We can do this. So, but it just shows you John had his jab in February and he still got it. So even though he didn't get it the whole time, I had it the first time. Crazy. So I don't know. I don't like to talk politics. I don't like to discuss all of this other stuff either. It's horrible what social media is doing, what's out there, the control that the governments are taking over everyone. It just blows my mind. I mean, if it saves lives, it saves lives, but they're also not reporting a lot of the cases that the vaccine is not doing so good for. So I don't know. Who knows, you know? I'm just listening to my body and doing what it says. And I take my elderberry. I take stuff every day. So I'm good. I work out. Apparently, I hiked over 11 miles. So I'm doing good on that. But I'm going to get busy and I'm going to pack up 2 of my orders, get them to the post office. I have so many errands to run, and then I have to come back and clean. And we have not posted our show yet, but it looks more than likely it will be Thursday at 6 on JJ Digging for Gems. So Thursday at 6 Mountain Standard will be our show. We might Wednesday evening post a video for pre-claims on a pendant board. We've got some nicer, newer, really new pendants. It will not be a $6 sale again, though. We've been doing that a lot, but we're not making any money at all when we do that. We're just giving you all a fun opportunity to get in on it and to get some great stuff. But the pendant board will more than likely be $12. We might have a few $6 ones, and then we might put some, the rest will be the $12 pendants. Probably no 15 or 18, I'm not sure. But if they're on the $12, they're probably worth $25 still. So we just get good deals and we give them back to you. So hope you guys are going to have a great rest of your week. It's only Tuesday. I just stay busy all the time, so my weeks just all blend together. But is there anything else? Any discussions? Any questions from anyone? Are you struggling? Do you need help? I'm here. You can reach out. I just took on another mentorship. I need to check in with that customer, or not really customer, a friend, because I don't charge for any of this, but I gave them a list of stuff to answer, some meal plan ideas, some workouts to get started with, and I've got to see how they're doing. I've started back with my own challenge. I focus on helping so many other people, and that's when I realize I fall off the wagon. But I grounded myself yesterday. No, I didn't get sent to my room, but I grounded my whole body, my emotions, and it is true. It is, and some of it is scientific. All stones and crystals absorb energies, just like fluorite. It can absorb and give off specific energies. So it is proven in science. And so does when you're outside, you can have your tennis shoes on, but it's even better when you take them off. But they've charged someone with this machine of their electrons. And as soon as they touch a tree, it calms down. All that bad charged energies, the bad toxic energies go straight into the ground, and Mother Earth takes care of it for you. So make sure, yeah, be a tree hugger. We've heard that word. I've heard it since I was a kid. Didn't understand it, but touch a tree, hug a tree. I walked barefooted for a while, only for a while, because, you know, it's not naked and afraid. It hurts your feet. I dipped my feet into the water, cleansing. The water was probably 43 degrees, so it was very painful and cold. I pull it back in and out, and I do that consecutively. After a while, your feet can get pretty numb, and you can keep it in longer, but I don't know how people dip their whole body in waters. I want to know how cold is some of those waters, because you always hear of hypothermia, so I'm like, how do they do those ice baths? Because I want to do it, and it boosts your immune. It does so many good things, but they say if you don't get it all the way up to the back of your neck, that is where another main focal point is it's got to be that cold therapy, cryotherapy. It's got to be in that cold water. So I walked barefooted. I grounded by the tree. I grounded by the water, and I sat on a rock and I did meditations. I think that's all of them. That's 4. That's a lot of different ways. I was walking everywhere. Where I live, there is a lot of wild sage everywhere. So sometimes you don't have to burn sage to get rid of toxic energies or toxic feelings, or if you're letting people go and you need to do that. When I'm walking around in the woods, I smell the sage everywhere, especially just walk through it a little bit, and you rustle it up and you can just smell the sage. It cleanses. It's great. So I don't see anybody asking any questions, so y'all are just here listening to me. Hi. So I'm going to finish my coffee, finish 2 packages, get the labels ready, run to the hair appointment, run to Sam's Club, run to the grocery store. I probably need to put a pot roast in or something because my mother-in-law's coming and she's been traveling. She went from Michigan all the way to South Dakota yesterday, so she drove like a crazy woman. So she deserves a good meal. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you lived through me, and that's great. You can live through other experiences. You can release and you can feel that ease. And as soon as you get here, Bridget, I'm taking you, girl. We're going to go hiking. I'm not going to take you 11 miles, and have a shovel on my back or nothing. I will take you and we'll start out with a mile hikes. I know where you can just get out of your car, go on some little mini trails, sightsee, and practice some of that without having to hike 11 miles. So hopefully, I know I talk crooked. I'm like a Drew Barrymore. I've always noticed that. I'm like, stop it. I've seen myself. But, and I actually think I have a cousin that also does that as well. So one of my cousins also does the Drew Barrymore talk. I just don't sound like her. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. I never come on live and like this. I do my shows and that's about it. I try to be micro-influencer, do live videos, and I don't do them consecutively enough. And I don't know if it's because I'm nervous to do them all the time. I have no idea. I get nervous. I do. Oh, I so hope so. You've got to come back. Colorado misses you. These mountains miss you. I haven't went anywhere far. I haven't even been to Rocky Mountain National Park. You have to get reservations to even get in there. So buying a pass was not going to happen this year. Again, 2 years in a row, you have to get reservations to get into that park, which it's one of my favorites. But I haven't seen any of the fire damaged areas, so I've just stayed hiking where I know close by here. But I'm sure by the time you get to come back and go hiking, it's going to be flourishing and the vegetation, everything's going to be wonderful. It does take time, though, for the trees, I know, to get big. But there's so many places in Colorado, it's unreal. But it's a lot of traveling and driving and planning where are you going to go. So I tend to hike a lot. Like yesterday, that was my 4th time hiking there. And I'm going to hike it again because there's a stream the whole way up. So I had my Camelback with my water, but I also had a water filter in case I prefer to drink that water though in the winter when it's first melting, or in the spring, just because there was horses on a trail and they walk through that water. Even though it's filtered, I'm like, I don't know. I'll just drink my water. But I bring a filter because some places, if you can find those really cold, fresh streams that come up out of the ground, if it's already been through the dirt and the rocks, and then you filter it again in your straw, you're good to go. But it's a good trail. So I'll do it again. And maybe next time I'll get even further. We'll see. I don't know. I'll have to take it a little slower. I hiked 4 miles. That's that easy, fun part. It's the last part. It's just straight up and there's not a lot of switchbacks. So I take 20 steps and stop. 20 more steps and I stop. Going up in elevation is no joke. And if you don't know what elevation is, I could hike 11 miles on flat land, sea level. I could probably run, and I'm not a runner, but hiking up in elevation is just completely different than anything else you could experience. And you do have to acclimate when you get here. Don't come here and think you're going to hit up a mountain, because even I got a little bit of a headache yesterday, and I drank water the whole time, but I guess it wasn't enough. It's never enough. It's like 3 liters. Come on. Anyway, you guys have a great week, right? I'm going to get all of my packing done. Look at this. My shop is a mess. I've got a couple projects. Let me know, Bridget. I got a couple projects going on, and I'm going to have a busy, fun day. So let's see what I do to my hair today. I can't help it. It's just this thing I'm going through. It's like another awakening, and you just want change. You just want change. And sometimes when I've been going through some emotions, and when you're upset or depressed, we cut our hair or we color it or we do something. Do we regret it later? Maybe. I regret going as short as I did, but it's hair, it'll grow. But sometimes change is our instant gratification, and I want to be super fit and toned, but you got to go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. And I haven't been doing that, so I got instant gratification with my hair. So just think about your emotions before you do anything crazy. You have an amazing day as well, Bridget. Thanks for popping on, you guys. Namaste.